Well, this is our brand new release, Pansy Notes, and it is beautiful. You've got so many things you can do with this. And I'm just going to go through all of the products, show you each of the sheets, and kind of give you samples also. So we'll start with the 12 by 12. Let's see, here we go with our 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And there are 12 sheets. They're double-sided. I'll show you each one. There are also 52 cutouts. 52 cutouts, how very neat. And on the back of the package, because this is hot off the press, there is also a scrapbook page and a card. So that's nice. Okay, so let me show you these sheets. And here's the first one, as you could see. And beautiful pansies. What I love about pansies is that many colors are available. And it was also, pansies were growing in my grandmother's driveway. And that's what I remember about pansies, was my grandmother. And here is the back with a gingham. And here we have more of a teal green going on with some birds and butterflies in with these pansies. On the back side, we've got that same teal green. And here we have the pansies in corners. And on the back side of that is an all-over pattern. And here we have a kitty. Yes, I know, we just have to. If we have an option to get one in there, we will. Butterflies, here we are bringing in some of the yellow pansies and orange pansies. On the back of this is blue. And here we have some of the cutouts. These are the larger ones. And 2 border prints, as you can see. Aren't those just beautiful? And there is room on all of them where you can add a greeting, a dazzle, a cutout, a die cut, anything you want. Even this one, even though that looks really full, you could put a greeting down here or up here or on the page or the card. There's room. And there is the back of that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's all the yellows. And here are more of the die cuts. Now these are the greetings, and some of them do not have words, but they do have the art that corresponds with, of course, the pansy notes. And on the back of this, you saw all of those pansies. So you're going to get 2 of each one. And I did promise to show you the scrapbook page, and here it is. And isn't that lovely? So that's that first page, and this is one of the backing pages, some ovals, and there is the solid. And there is the cutting die has this little envelope, also has these leaf sprays and pansy cutouts, as you would expect. And there's the die cut and a die cut there. And there's also a card, and we'll get in close. This is one of the corners of the sheet, that kind of blue-green. Here is a die cut, and this is from the cutting die. And this is the chipboard, so lots of options there. Okay, now we're going to go into the solids. There are 12 sheets. We'll back up just a smidge more. And they are double-sided. As you can see, you're going to get all of those colors. And we do that in a very clever way, just like this. Let me show them to you. You're going to get 2 of each one. So we've got that purple, and on the back side, there's a lavender. So that gives you a really nice look. Here we have our gold and yellow on the back of that. We've got a good mid-green here, and then a darker, lighter green, I guess a lighter green. And here we have a blue. On the back side of that is a lighter blue. We have the brown, and on the back side of it, that is a tan. And that is what Debbie used to make her envelopes. Let me show you. So you can see the tan is here and the brown is on the inside. It just makes it so lovely. And there is the lavender, and then more of that kind of teal green color. So as I said, you're going to get 2 of each, and that's just going to go a long way. Now we also have the 6x6s, and I'm not going to go through the sheets because we just went through the sheets, but in the 6x6, there we go, you are going to get 24 sheets. So you're going to get 4 of every single sheet, 4, and you're going to get 104 cutouts. Oh my goodness, 104. You're going to have a lot that you can do with that. So, and again, there is a card ID on the back, and I know that's hard to see, but let me just show you the whole thing. So there is the kitty. We've got a strip of the gingham, and a strip of the solid. And these are the cutouts, and this is the chipboard, 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 all around there. Very lovely. Just fits beautifully, don't you think? Now, we also have the die cuts, and the die cuts, there are 31 pieces. We'll back up and get you a little closer look at that. There are 31 pieces. They are all different. They will just pop right out of the backing. And just like those cutouts with greetings, most of these have greetings, but some of them do not. That way you can layer them and you can do lots of things. And on the package of the die cuts, there are 2 card ideas, and let me show those to you. Here is the first one. We'll get in closer, not further away. Go the other way. Thank you. And you can see this is the die cut. This is die cut. That is that yellow that was on the back of the sheet. This is chipboard and chipboard there, and some dazzles going on. And there is the second card. Let me just get that to you. And here is the die cut, a die cut. And this is exactly what I mean about layering them when you have the ones that just have the art. And this is coordinating, of course, with the large cutouts, but ever so lovely. So that works very nicely. Now we also have, let me quickly get it. We also have the cutting dies. Now there are 11 of them. And this is where that envelope is going to come. So you can see the envelope, you can see this corner spray, a straight spray, and then this spray of leaves. These are the pansies, and you've got a bird that is layered. So let me bring this in, and we'll get in really close so that you can see. Now, there's the bird with the 2 layers, and because we have the new thin cuts dies that are exclusive to Paper Wishes and hot off the press, you can see the texture and the lines that are in there. It just makes more of a definition. Now that envelope, let me just tell you something about that. It goes like this. So in order to put it together, you're going to bring the wings in, the bottom up, and then do a little bit of glue. If you want to bring the top down, you can, although, as you can see, in most of the projects, Debbie has left them open so you can slide something in, and there is the die cut. So just beautiful. Now, the last piece to this collection is the chipboard. And the chipboard has, let's see, 13 pieces. This is on a 6x6 sheet, and it also includes the greetings. So we'll get in closer. May your day blossom. Isn't that nice? So these are all the chipboard. This is one of the long pieces right there. And what works really well, oh my, we have a delivery being made. Okay, what's really nice is that with that line work that's etched into them, it's just easier to color. It just makes it so much easier. The butterfly is a separate piece. But that little flower is connecting those 2 together. Now these green areas, that is from the cutting die. And again, you can see, I think, how wonderfully those thin cuts do in that spray of leaves. It just adds so much more detail. Okay, well, Pansy Notes, let me just get all the things out here again. Pansy Notes is available soon, and all of the pieces will be coordinated because that's what we like. And here we go. So there you go. You can see everything right there. Now, if you happen to be a VIP, and that just means that over the last 12 months, you've bought at least $500, you will get an email that looks like this. And then you will also receive 2 each of the sheets for the 6x6 Pansy Notes collection. We'll give you a code. Notice I don't have a code. The code will allow you with your next order to enter that code, and then you will get your freebies, so that's nice. The other thing that we always do for you is that this is a download, and it has some of the cutouts that are in the papers, and we offer this to you for free. You can print this out as often as you want, use it as long as you want, and it's just a way of saying thank you to you. We also have a subscription with all of these, and I will be showing you that when we do the webisode at the end of this month. So brand new Pansy Notes, and I think you're going to love it.